You know what's worse than just being unhappy? It's not knowing why you're unhappy. Lack of awareness to unhappiness's source just compiles unhappiness. It's one thing to have something going on that's directly causing you to be sad, because at least you can point to it, and a lot of the times that affliction, or the source of the affliction, is temporary, or at least seems like it could be that way, so you can see maybe some end in sight for it. But it's really hard on days when you're just like, man, I don't feel good. And I can't say why exactly. The hardest stuff to deal with is always going to be that which you're not aware of. It's the most insidious stuff. It's the most, what you'd call like the creeping terror. And it's not easy to develop emotional awareness. It's a very long, slow process to get more attuned to your own emotional habits and patterns. Especially because, I mean, you can read books about emotions, you can go to a psychiatrist, but that's always just getting information from another person who is either speaking from their own experience or speaking on the experiences of other people, you know, via large studies or something. But guess what? That's not you. So it's never going to perfectly explain your own emotional patterns. And the weirdest things can cause us to be in a state of discontent. Some tiny little thing comes along that evokes some memory of some emotional turmoil from the past. This one little thing pops up in your day, and suddenly for at least a few minutes you're sitting there being like, oh my gosh, back there, reliving that. Sometimes it's dread about something that is going to happen in the future. And some teeny tiny thing, maybe you just see a dollar bill and that reminds you about some bill that you're going to have to pay at the end of the month or something like that. You see, it can be extremely subtle emotional triggers. And they can be way, way subtler than that. Ones that you're not going to be able to put the connection between for years and years and years sometimes. This is where journaling is so important for me. Another thing is emotional denial. I'm sure all of us have met people and are that person sometimes that just will not admit when something is upsetting them. They will not put it into words, but they will still display all the behaviors of somebody who's upset or hurt or angry or any other unpleasant emotion. What I like about the journal is that it's a place where I can plain face say emotions, even embarrassing ones. Man, I'm embarrassed that I feel this way. Man, I feel this way and I feel like I shouldn't. Man, I feel this way about this and I've been working on not feeling that way for so long, so it's frustrating that I'm still back in that same place after all these years of working on it. Or emotions that you also feel are immoral. Hey, I resent this person for something that was totally outside of their control. Hey, I feel jealous and feel that I'm more deserving of this particular thing that this person has, even though I know that person totally deserves it. Hey, I wish I was getting more attention. And I realize that's egotistical, but hey, I want that attention. We can work on being emotionally honest with the world, and that's great. That's super important. That's the way that we develop fulfilling connections. But I think a lot of us are having a hard enough time just being emotionally honest with ourselves. And it's never something that you're going to be purely 100% perfectly attuned to. It requires maintenance, and your emotional understanding just goes deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper as you get older. And your ability to articulate those emotions gets better and better, but you have to try, and you have to be in the regular practice of it. Awareness itself is extremely curative. But awareness goes so much farther beyond where a lot of us, including myself, are already at. But again, that's what's exciting about any kind of personal development. I have a ways to go and so much better that I can be at all of this.